Hello and welcome everyone to the Dubai Harbor, and we are at the Global GITEX show, right? And that's the Dubai edition. Currently, I'm having Megan over here, right? So, hi Megan, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I love being at North Star. The energy here is so amazing.
Yes, and Megan is, the VP of Strategic Partnership and Outreach from Professional Me, right? So, hi,
Hello.
Professional Me, how are you?
Professional Me is fantastic. In fact, we launched about 72 hours ago, so this is a bit like a coming out party for us. We're really thrilled to be here to show how we can help not only startups but enterprise users as well, because recruitment is really hard.
And how's been like your past 3 days? It's like you launched on the first day, right? It's been 72 hours. How's the energy going on here at the event?
Honestly, it couldn't be any better. Each day we think it's been the best day, and then the next day is even better. So we've met so many people who we've identified have problems that we can actually help with. Because recruitment is becoming increasingly difficult, especially with the rise of generative AI. All of a sudden, everyone's the perfect fit for a job. So what are companies going to do when they receive, 1,000 CVs? How do they figure out who is the best candidate that they need to actually connect to talk with, to get on their team to assess for that cultural fit? So we're here to make recruitment faster. We're 197 times faster than manual recruitment efforts, and we're a whole lot more cost effective as well. So we're able to make recruitment pleasurable again. You can find who you need, you can find them quickly, and we can help with that.
And uh, being in this era where the generative AI is so much accessible, right? Everybody is building their CVs through maybe the chat GPT or maybe
Yeah.
Copilot, right? So each and every CV has a definitely good, the pitch line to get their jobs on, but how can we screen them? So that's where you comes in, right? So how do you actually process, and how the professional me is going to help the recruitment process?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. So our stance is that actually CVs and resumes, they're dead. They're not effective at communicating the value that individuals have to bring to particular companies. And likewise, a lot of solutions utilize keywords, and we're human beings, right? We can't be reduced to a list of words. So we've spent the last 2 years in R&D developing a way to match people in an objective, unbiased way. So we have over 1.2 million different characteristics in which we can match people. So we're able to identify transferable skills. We have over 77,000 different skills that we can identify in people across industries. So just to give you kind of a comparison, on LinkedIn you're only limited to 50 skills as an individual. And I know you have more than 50 skills. Everyone has more than 50 skills. You definitely do. So we have the ability to express that value and help companies identify what skills are actually necessary and connect with the right people for the job.
Great, and uh, making the skill set, right, of any person so much elaborated, like you just mentioned, with like thousands of skill set anybody can have, right? Uh, and able to access all of them does have an impact of how do you live and how do you work at
Exactly.
any ecosystem, right? So
Exactly.
getting those data points and evaluating each and every person the right way is, I think that's the best fit, right?
It's so important, and we have the technology that we can actually do that now, right? We're not limited to putting ourselves on a single page. And I think something else special that we do is, as an individual, you can communicate the experience that you've gained outside of the workplace. So if you're a fresher, you're a student, it doesn't mean you don't have skills. You've been a volunteer, you've gone to university, you have all of these things that build up your skills, but that a traditional CV, it can't communicate that. But with professional me, you can communicate that. You can communicate the skills you're getting from your hobbies, from your interests, from how you give back to your community. So we give people an opportunity to quantify what they can do, which is complicated.
And how do you exactly collect those data points?
So that's a great question, and I could talk about this actually for days. But in a nutshell, what we're able to do is extract data from a current resume or CV. We normalize that data, And this is a really important step because this allows us to compare things apples to apples. So I'll give you an example. If you're familiar with the PMI, Project Management Professional certification, we've seen that written, that exact same certification. We've seen it written 429 different ways on CVs. So if you're a recruiter and you see it written two different ways, you don't necessarily know it's the same certification.
Yes.
Our system normalizes that. So you can tell side by side,
This is the same certification that
this
people
is the
have.
same certification. And we do that not just for certifications, we do that for awards, we do that for universities, we do that for employers. And then this is like the most important step is enrichment. Once we've normalized these things, we can then add valuable information to that. So for example, I'm familiar with certain universities from the country where I'm from, but I don't know the best universities in Finland, for example.
Exactly.
Our system is able to tell you for awards, certifications, employers, educational institutions, how do they rank against their peers?
Yes.
And that allows you to compare yourself either as an individual against your cohort or as a hiring manager against the applications you've received. Who's the best fit and why?
So just like a small example I can give, maybe a person like me, I'm here the event producer, maybe I sometimes write co-host, or maybe an MC, or maybe a podcast interviewer, or maybe a co-speaker. I can write like millions of keywords, but still I'm the same person, right?
You're still the same person with the same skills. And to another point, the skills you have from doing this aren't just relevant to this specific industry, right? Your ability to connect with people, to communicate with people, to present yourself in a professional way, this is applicable across many, many jobs. And just because you change job titles doesn't mean you lose the skills you've developed in another job title. So skills are transferable, and we're able to help people communicate that in an objective and easy to understand way.
So it's like the AI is taking all your data points, normalizing it, putting it on a ground level, and then analyzing it and giving you the right and the real outcome of any user that we have on that, right?
Exactly, exactly. You totally get it.
Great. And what are your plans for like upcoming quarter or maybe a year?
Oh, we have a lot of big plans. So we are proudly headquartered here in the UAE. However, we are a US-based company, but we have our team members are all over the world. So we're a very global company. We have people in Sweden, in Finland, in Germany, in Armenia, in Lebanon, in South Africa, in Kenya, in the Philippines, in Vietnam. So we,
And have you filtered all the resumes through your own AI?
of course, we definitely drink our own Kool-Aid. And I think that's important. You know, we've lived these struggles. You know, recruiting from a global talent marketplace
Yes.
is hard, and this is definitely a solution that's helped us as well.
Yeah, has been newer companies is getting way more spreaded with their teams over the globe, right? So that's where I think this is gonna help because different set of universities and different set of institutions have different certification, but at the end they might mean the same, right? So we can hire any people at anywhere possible, right? And the AI can help us analyze that this is the right fit.
Exactly, and this gives people so many more opportunities. It gives job seekers the opportunity to express their worth to global employers, and it allows employers to access an entire global market that maybe they have overlooked before. So it really is an opportunity to create chances for people to find meaningful work and for employers to find the right fit wherever they may be.
Great. So I hope after the 72 years end, right, after the 72 hours of that you spend it, like after the launch, this go well for the next 2 days as well. Like we have rest of the event left. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event, and thank you so much for your time.
I really appreciate talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.